Unfortunately, the bad news cycle does continue for a game like Marathon. What is up, peeps? Welcome back to more gaming news. I know it's been a while, but I hope you guys are all taking care of yourselves. And this past weekend, it was a wild storm for Marathon that has continued over the past few weeks. We have talked about this game. Will it even be released on time come September 23rd? With a lot of people thinking it probably shouldn't if it wants to succeed. And can it succeed is the giant overarching question that people are trying to answer. And a lot of the answers out there right now, you can imagine they aren't doing too well, because we talk about this game who hit a closed alpha, and despite the limited number of players who even dropped into the game, it had promise and it had some unique characteristics out there, but there are also some big flaws that the community did point out. No solo queue, no prox chat. Those were big talking points out there. Character customization, when that was going to come later down the road. Of course, we had the artwork style that some people loved and some people hated, and it was very divisive for the community. And amidst all of that, we were thinking, okay, maybe they have a shot. Despite there being a lot of other extraction shooters on the market or coming to the market soon, at least they stood out. And I think their artwork and their trailers and the gameplay, if you actually managed to play, it spoke for itself. It was good in my opinion, but it did have some flaws that people pointed out and maybe needed to be worked on heavily before the game even considered releasing. Then you add in those factors though. Apparently solo queue was not going to be a thing. Then no campaign, and what about ranked and prox chat? Had a lot of people talking about this, and would those things eventually even come? And then we saw a new game like Arc Raiders also drop around the same time, and also in that same time we had the giant stolen artwork scandal, which we covered in last video, which Bungie and the Marathon dev team have now apologized for, have tried to make resolve for. But that being said, the artist who they stole from has not had an update post since her viral stolen post calling out Bungie and Marathon, which to me, hopefully the resolve is being worked on behind the scenes. But I told you guys last video, unless that response and that resolve and that resolution with the artist go as viral as the previous, this is going to be a net negative outcome for Bungie with this stolen artwork. And now we have some other news, thanks to Colin Moriarty, guys, from his podcast, where he claims that all paid marketing campaigns have now been delayed for this game, not spelling well for that launch date we talked about earlier, being September 23rd. As he said, I was told by someone familiar with marketing plans in a key overseas market that there are now no plans to do paid marketing for Marathon at all, Moriarty said during the podcast. I don't know if those plans were affected by what has recently happened or if that was always the plan or whatever, but it is considered a fairly unusual move for a game of this high profile. And it's just constant with this game. And of course, you also had about a month ago now Arc Raiders release, and it seemed like everybody overwhelmingly positive reviews of that game, which is also an extraction shooter, direct competition for a game like Marathon, not to mention a few that are coming that we haven't even mentioned yet. That'll be a future topic for a future day. The bad news does continue for Bungie as well for Marathon, and at this rate, should they release on time? Will they release it all? And if they do, can they be successful with a paid title without all the features we have mentioned? There is sincere doubt around this game, and it sucks to see, because I'll stick to it. It was a game that I did enjoy. I also enjoyed Arc Raiders, and this extraction shooter genre is about to be overwhelmed with too many titles to choose from. So if you make any mistakes and have people not choosing yours, you are going to pay the price. Till next time, hope you guys all enjoy, though. Enjoy your week, guys. I hope to be back here with some more news videos. I do want to apologize. There's been a lot going on. DreamHack Dallas, we're covering an AT&T event and some other esports events going on, but it's been fun. It's been busy. I also interviewed the co-creator of Counter-Strike himself, that being Min Lee, for our gaming interview channel. That will be linked down below. But until next time, take care. We'll see you back here soon.